Hello everyone. Just sorting out the usual links and I'll be right with you. No cosplay today because it's cooled down a bit, but I'm absolutely wrecked from the weekend. And this morning, long story short, I didn't have much to do because there was an issue at the frozen depot, so there wasn't really much to bake. So I decided to clean out the oven. That was my first mistake. It was also my last mistake. That was the mistake. It took 2 hours. My elbows hurt. Alrighty. That was a lot quicker than I expected. Anyways, webcam on. So yep, new webcam. In theory it's higher res. I don't know how noticeable the difference is. I don't know. I think it's working a bit better than it would normally in these lighting conditions, but I can't really tell the difference. But yeah, massive thank you to Wiki for helping finish off the fundraiser for that. Because, anyone who saw on Wednesday will know that it basically broke. It turns out it's basically a flaw that's quite common to that particular model. And I got it. It's basically the webcam I got when I started streaming, so it's well over probably like 7-8 years old now. So yeah, it had a pretty good run. It might be possible to sort of tweak and fix it, but hey, new webcam. Hopefully next week I'll be able to see how well it does with my Tiefling cosplay, because I did find that my old one wasn't picking up purple too well. But yeah, I'm rambling now. Okay, controller connected. Get that aside. Oh yeah, hook up the audio. Usually helps. Alrighty, we're ready to go. So yeah, this might end up just being a short stream just because I have not had that much sleep. So for those who missed the last stream, we went for the Jupiter Lighthouse. Felix and Piers went off alone, like fools. And we had a very cool boss fight where the entire party slowly rejoined. And now we're just going to head back to town because we have to have a word with the party from the last game. You're looking for Brad? He and his colleagues are in the house at the top of the hill. Are you the people that we've been waiting for? Alright, all of our sign sheets have been unset. So let's fix that. They look like they're in for some trouble. Oh well, I ain't gonna help them. Wait, I ain't gonna help them. That creature behind the village is supposed to be where the city of Enemos was. The legend says that one day it just lifted off the ground and flew away. City's flying up into the sky. I don't buy that for a second. Well, this is a building on top of the hill. I'm glad he kept your promise, Brioche. Right, let's hear what he's got to say for himself. What can we say, Brad? Has Brioche ever harmed you? Have we ever fought against you? Brioche has been avoiding you, but he never had any intention of fighting you or anything. Hey Nellis, how's it going? And he definitely helped us back at the Jupiter Lighthouse. Red's been worrying about Jenna non-stop since this nightmare began. How could she run away from him like that? She was afraid that if we met, she'll be forced to fight. She didn't want to do that. I know that now, but that doesn't explain why you're doing this. Brioche betrayed his hometown. Well, that's why he hasn't been able to face Brad. Brioche had hoped to play the villain alone, without getting Jenna or me involved. You betrayed Vale? Creighton, what are you talking about? Can't complain, Nellis. Fair enough. I had a pretty exhausting weekend, hence no tiefling cosplay. You conspired to steal the elemental stars and fire the beacons of the 4 lighthouses. That's what Sartoris and Minardi were trying to do. Why were you helping them? Our parents' lives were at stake. We had to help. Parents. Your parents died 3 years ago, in that storm. That night, Sartoris and his men had raided Soul Sanctum. The storm was their doing. Garrett, you saw 2 strangers that night. Sartoris and Minardi. They were the only survivors of Sartoris' raiding party. They had failed to solve the mystery of Soul Sanctum, and in doing so, they triggered the storm. Everyone thought that you were killed by that boulder, Brioche. I can't tell you how glad I was to find you were alive. In fact, nobody was killed by the boulder that day. Kind of makes the opening of the first game a bit pointless, doesn't it? So that means... Wait a minute. Creighton, did you say that nobody was killed by that boulder? But what about Bread's dad? And Jenna and Brioche's parents? I thought they died that day. I'm not so sure now. Yes, if Brioche survived, Kyle and the others may have as well. Why didn't you tell us? We could have worked together to save your parents, couldn't we? He's right. They were too powerful then. It would have been impossible. Unless you didn't get to have D&D, we weren't ready anyway. You still got to finish leveling up all those DMPCs. Ah yeah, that can be a nuisance. There's more to it than that. You had another reason to light the lighthouse beacons. Unless the lighthouse beacons are lit, Wayyard will eventually be destroyed. Destroyed? But how? Why? King Hydros, ruler of Lemuria, says that our world is steadily shrinking. Elemental energy drives the growth of civilization. Without it, we in our world will wither. All that because the lighthouses aren't illuminated. According to my research, that seems to be the case. But once the lighthouses are all lit, you said the world would end anyway. That might be true too, but if we do nothing, the world will definitely end. Wait for the end of the world to come, or wind up accidentally triggering it ourselves. What a choice. Nothing is certain. There is no way to prevent the world from reaching its natural end. However, we can find to save the world from withering away due to the actions of men. And Brioche, you knew this. You were helping them because you knew what was happening. You just figured it out on the way, huh? That's still pretty damn smart. Why'd you wait so long to tell me? I would have helped you. You wouldn't have done it before, Brad. It would have meant violating the sacred teachings of Baal. Now that we know of this, shouldn't we be going? Hammer? Hello again. Hammer? You know Brad and his companions too? We met at the temple on the edge of the Lamakan Desert. I'm Hammer, descendant of the Animos. I was born in Contigo and inherited the power of the Animos. Hey, we just got to into Contigo, and we found out this is where Ivan was born. Yes, we also learned that he's got a sister. Sister? You don't mean? That would be me, yeah. Not now, Ivan. This isn't the time. Free lighthouse has been lit. The elements have been thrown out of balance. Jupiter is growing stronger and the north grows colder with every passing moment. We must hurry to the Mars lighthouse. Ignite its beacon before all of Wayard freezes. Mars lighthouse? Agatio has the Mars star. He's on his way to light it now. I doubt they will be able to light the Mars beacon. Why is that? There is a powerful force that does not want to see Mars rekindled. You'll fail as well, unless you pull your strengths together and fight as one. This is bad. We have to go now. I'd hoped you'd feel that way. I've prepared a gift for you to aid you on your way to the Mars lighthouse. I must leave you now, but we will meet at the inlet. I'm sorry we left Venus Lighthouse without seeing you. I'm sorry for making you worry. Maybe when this is all over we can go on a trip together. Hey Jenna, you sure seem calm, considering that we're racing to meet our enemies. I'm just relieved that we sorted out our differences. Me too, Mia. We could not have stood divided against a common foe. Yeah, I guess I'm a little happy that we're not going to have to beat Brioche up. Listen, this is Brioche's quest now. We're just doing what we can to help out. Can't believe I got demoted to their antagonist. Aren't you happy? Everything's finally come together. This is how it was meant to be, Brioche. But Hammer's waiting for us. Let's go out to our ship. Okay, I have a very big party now. Oh, this is all messed up. No, let's hammer time waits for no one. Hey. There we go, nice and basic. Okay, let's go having a look at that sanctum just in case. Is this meant to do anything? Now you should take a module, maybe out of the Abyss, since you tried to run the whole thing once and didn't get to run a whole party of the NPCs. Sorry. Since you tried to run that once and didn't get to make a whole party of the NPCs, run it by your lonesome, write up a book, like and file the serial numbers off to try to sell it. Would probably take you like 2 months. Yeah, I think that would technically qualify as plagiarism. Oh yeah, they should have all the useful stuff. Luckily I have the cleric string on Garrett, so being cursed does nothing. Notice if you file enough of the numbers off though. I guess so. Notice if you cut half the combat out, it would probably be a little too short. Potentially. Yep, this is worse than everything I've got. Well, let's go see what's happened to our ship. And hopefully I'm not going to go crazy trying to remember all these voices. Yep, ship's got wings now. Everyone's waiting down by the beach. They want to see the boat fly with their own eyes. Hammer is the new leader of Contigo. She bears the powers of the Animos, after all. I still think you shouldn't be ordering us to help fix up your boat. Oh yeah, let's use lift on this. Oh wait, that looks scoopable. Oh no, it's just a bush. Okay, that was completely pointless. When people work together, even a little spiritual power can work great wonders. We sent everyone back to the village so their hopes would not impair your flight. We can't get too close to the boat or it might not fly. We've just got to have everyone watch from afar. Just gonna speak to that guy. Where do you think you're going? Worked really hard on that ship of yours. I want to see your handiwork take flight, don't you, buddy? I want to. Boy, do I want to. So hurry up. I want to see the boat fly. Thanks, buddy. Okay, guess we're gonna make this ship fly. Notice you wrote barely anything for it back when you tried to run it, especially compared to Descent into Avernus. Your only sunk cost fields of asset are from a couple of background music loops you made for it. Oh, fair enough then. It's almost time. Time to watch the legend become reality. The day has finally come that the ship will fly on the wings of Animos. When the winged ship of Animos flies once again, the whole land shall be made free. That's what the legend says anyway. But what land needs freeing? We seem free enough. The day is fun. These warriors will know what to do. They'll know how to save the land. Once you remove the stone anchors wearing down the ship, it should fly. I hear that the warriors brought the hover jade back with them. Now that there's something I'd really like to see. If everyone will just obey Hammer's request, the ship should surely fly. The animals are powerful, sure, but can that power really make a great ship fly? No, I must not doubt. I must have faith that it will fly. This is meant to be. I've been waiting for you, Brioche. Take a look at your ship. Now that you've been given wings, all obstacles in your path will vanish forever. However, it is not the wings alone that grant your ship the power of flight. Synergy is the force that powers the wings of Animos. If the ship is to fly, you'll need to focus the power of your minds. You visited Shaman Village recently, have you not? Now is the time to make use of the powers you've acquired there. Now, use the power of hover to raise your ship. At first, you may not want to move your ship too high or too far. It'll be difficult at first, that is to be expected. After all, this is your first flight. But your quest should not demand too much more of you. Now be confident and set sail. All of Contigo is watching. Show them your power and make your vessel fly. Hey wait! Master Hammett requested that I deliver this to Brett, and I totally forgot about it. Well, you better hurry. I'm supposed to deliver this to Brett. It's not too late, is it? On my way here, I stopped with Calais briefly to speak with Master Hammett. He was quite upset that you hadn't returned to visit him so he could thank you. So he requested that I take this with me to Ateka. It is a gift of thanks from Master Hammett. Take it, please. One of them was for Demogorgon's intro. The theme for the Big Bat also fired from Yoshi's Island just because the intro is so metal. And for the Wild Magic Spheres Caves, the cover of Dark Cave from Pokemon that gets all wonky and distorted partway through. Just a decision the cover had to make that worked out. Fair enough. Orihalcom. An ore of great power, forgeable. This Auriculum, huh? The mess you make all his gear out of in Skyrim. Yeah, it's one of the standard fantasy metals. Like, I think it was supposed to be... Legend said it came from Atlantis. Here we go. The ship can fly now. We did it. The ship took off without a hitch. Yeah, but shouldn't it be flying a little higher than this? Hammer told us we wouldn't be able to fly very high until we were more familiar with hover. Let's see how far we can take this thing. Shiba, what's wrong? You don't look happy. Do you remember on Itajima when I told you I had my own reasons for joining your quest? You were so secretive. Are you going to tell us now? Ellipses nuts. You've gone quiet again. It's okay. You didn't have to tell us if you're not ready yet. I thought if I went to Jupiter Lighthouse, I would learn who I was. I remember the people of Lelivris talking about how Sheba fell from the sky. All my life I've been looking for the answer. Where was I born and why was I abandoned? You knew Brioche was going to the Jupiter Lighthouse eventually, so you went along with him. But you didn't find any answers, did you, Sheba? I'm so sorry, Sheba. I was so excited to find Contigo that I didn't consider your feelings. What? Why is everyone so down all of a sudden? Yeah, it came from the first game. She basically just fell from nowhere in the sky and was adopted by the local noble. And she was kidnapped by bad guys, and that's basically how she ended up in the party for this game. Ellipses nut, you insensitive prick. Perrin raised Sheba like his own daughter. He's even cared for her ever since he first found her. Yes, that's true, but you can never be his real daughter, is that? Garrett, you don't have to be so blunt about it. No, he's right. I'd want to know my real parents, no matter how caring Perrin might have been. You'd think so. If it were me, I would doubt it'd bother me at all. Sheba, you may not know this, but you and I are very similar. What do you mean? Well, it's not exactly the same situation, but I was born in a poor village. My memories are hazy, but I still remember it. I was only 4 when Babby took me under his wing. You see, even though I was young, I was quite intelligent. Babby had heard about me. And Babby took you to Tolby to further your education, to raise you as a scholar. I was separated from my parents early in life. I've never known the comforts of a true home. Perrin has always been like a father to me. It must have been very lucky. I should say so. Thank you, Kryn. I feel better now. I'm glad I could help. Well, well, we should be going. Let's hurry on, Brioche. Okay, I think that's basically the entire map unlocked now. So, Let's have a look around the rest of this continent. So yep, I can just fly over the land. No biggie. Can't fly over trees though. Hey Icky, you emerged from the code mines. Oh, yep, how's work, Icky? Oh, can we get a shout out for Icky, Nihilus? Oh yeah, magma rock. I should investigate that a bit. Works fine. Full hour of walking left you turbo knackered. Oh yeah, you mentioned in Nick's Discord. Your car had its MOT. So you basically had to walk to the back from the garage and then back again to pick it up. Notice the hold to change key things on your phone are different from your last phones. Ah, have you got a new phone? And you still have to do physio exercises. Wow, that is rude. Yeah, I kind of know how you feel, because, ooh, that was cool. Basically, at work, there's been an issue of the delivery depot, so I didn't have anything to bake. But, unfortunately, this meant, I felt I tried to find something to do with the extra time I had. So I thought I'd clean the ovens, and it turns out it ended up taking me like 2 hours to actually deep clean them because they haven't been done properly for ages. Noticed you got a new phone ages ago, last month or something. It was a whole thing. You don't remember a bellyache about it here, but to be honest, it actually only lasted a couple of weeks. Okay, it's entirely possible you mentioned it, but I memory hold it. Yeah, it's just, in general, it's been a bit of a washout this weekend. I was going to do some stuff, but I didn't get much done because I was stuck at work. Is cleaning problem due to poor cleaning or not scheduling cleans enough? The latter, I think. Problem is, a while ago, most of the other people in the bakery quit. And basically the people who replaced them were trained by the new hires, rather than, well, I don't want to sound conceited, but they weren't trained by me. And now, strictly speaking, the new hire is fine at his job, but he just didn't know much, and he'd basically started taking a lot of shortcuts. And then the new hire in turn trained the new hire. So now there's just like 3 degrees of bad habits. Exactly. It's not a matter of doing everything perfectly. It's a matter of knowing the proper way to do it, so you know where you can make shortcuts, you know? Anyway, magma rock. Yep, I can get through here using lift now. Oh wait, no, I know what it is. Oh. Wow, they're moving right at the front of the dungeon. They're feeling mean. A friend of yours went to catering college and says he got taught to you of every method, the proper way to do it, and the way you'll actually use to get stuff out in time. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, we're supposed to follow just standard oven settings, but in practice you can just shove a lot of things in the oven at the same time with the right settings, you know, remove them at the right time, and as long as you do that, it'll all be cooked perfectly. And indeed, if you're following the proper settings, a lot of things are probably not going to be cooked perfectly, because you obviously corporate would like everything to be just cranked out like a conveyor belt, but well, that's not good. The heat settings based on volume is beyond your cooking skills. Yeah, I mean, it's not really an exact science. I mean, it is. It's baking, but you can sort of eyeball it. As a general rule, if you're baking more stuff, you'll want to cook things at a lower temperature for longer. But if it's multiple very small units, you just want it for longer. Like, for example, cookies. Because each individual cookie is basically going to absorb heat in the same way, you just need a bit more time for the heat to sort of get picked up. Notice, the only restaurant job you've ever had, you were taught 2 ways to clean tables and never had much of an idea which was right. Yeah, cleaning a surface is pretty straightforward as far as methods go, as long as the table's clean at the end. Like, it also depends on the detergent you're using, because you get disinfectant, sanitizer, and detergent. Sanitizer is basically detergent and disinfectant in one. A key to quote questionable content, the webcomic, Baking is Science for Hungry People, although your favourite quote from there is, science is a verb now. Ah yeah, I grew up in the 2010s, I know science is a verb. I got an apple. Okay, who needs the attack boost? Okay. Guess I'll be coming back this way. Entire lich. If it's that way, why is it attacking us? Anyone else getting vaguely Metroid vibes from the vocal adjacent bits in this area? Various background music? Yeah, kinda. Can I? Nope. Okay, I have no idea what to do here. Maybe I need to come back with something. Hold on, I'll just cheat a bit. Okay, I need to use burst on them. No judgment, only yesterday using the buy/sell exploit in Fable. Oh yeah, what's that? Unless you save some of the Medieval, so ask for your Nuzlocke run in Pokemon Crystal on your phone. Yeah. It's not cheating if it makes the game more fun. Okay, what does this do then? Icky. Shop prices in Fable are partially based on how much the shopkeeper has in stock. Too long didn't read. You can buy and sell the same stack of items to the same person repeatedly and make a profit. Ah, that makes sense. Kind of how in Morrowind, you could basically use alchemy to make an alchemy enhancing potion, take the potion, and then make the same potion again, but better, and so on until your alchemy was ridiculously high, and you could basically make something worth a bazillion pounds, or whatever in-game currency is. Die, Anki Rock. Now, speaking of which, you just beat Blaine, caught Moltres and Articuno, started trying to catch Zapdos. Remember, there was still one gym leader left, and only had to scum the fight with Blue once. Exactly, Icky. Perpetual alchemy machine. Destruct Ray. Attack with a magnetic storm. Okay, I can use grow on that. Entering this way first. Can't go this way. Or can I? No, I can't. You know, I think one thing I really like about Felix's character design is he's got that just cape on one side of his shoulder. What's down this way? A chest. Okay, oil drop. Oil drop you, alright? Your lover? Luckily Nick's not around to hear that, so I'm not going to suffer any consequences. Hey Quattro, how's it going? Nick would indeed be sad to hear that. Accent crimes are his gimmick. Quattro, it would be better if today was Friday. Yeah. I mean, for me, Mondays are basically my, Thursdays. Like, tomorrow's my last day of work, then I get 2 days off. Okay, I need to do something about that. Anything in particular, or you just getting a case of the Monday blues? You finally got your Golden Sun password transfer done. Had to go over and create it 3 times because you're bad, but now you can play it again. Heck yeah. Okay. Break would have worked. And any second now. Notice you got to get Crystal done with so you can get an Emerald ROM. Maybe see what popular ROM hacks there are of it. Nice, nice. Okay, shortcut unlocked. Okay, the furthest one leads to a treasure chest. Money! Quick sip of tea. Okay, can't get back up there yet. I should save. A phoenix. But it's having a right laugh at us. Okay, it's not that legendary. I do appreciate that all the enemies around here are creatures that you're not supposed to be able to easily kill, and we're just mowing straight through them. Let's try. Yeah, okay, I can lash. Yep, up we go. So I need to activate this. Guess the right one to drop down here. Of course it was the other one. Oh. Nailed it. Roll over here. And shortcut unlocked. I see your treasure chest. But what does that achieve? I'm missing something here, but what? Okay. They can res each other. That's annoying. Must have missed something here. Oh. Little death. No one say it. Okay, so we go around here. Push the log. Walk all the way back around here. You know, for some reason one line in the official PS1 magazine really sticks out. It's basically complaining about random battles with the line, you can't go anywhere without running into some snaggletooth vegetable. Don't know why the line really stuck in my head for some reason. Anyone else got some random joke in something they read that really tickled their ribs, or is just really memorable to them? No, in fairness, it is a skeleton who appears to be kind of short. Huh? I don't follow, sorry. Oh, regarding Little Death. Yeah. It's just that Little Death can mean something else. Okay, shortcut unlocked. Salamander tail. A fiery lizard's tail. Forgeable. Interesting. Notice from a different cracked articles. If a bear wants to shift a car into reverse, a bear shifts the car into reverse. Okay, I don't know what the context for that is, but I'm sure it's actually nowhere near as amazing as I'm imagining. Interesting. Okay, that's probably going to suck if it hits me. wonder how long those stone heads have been spitting fireballs at each other. No, let's... The context... You forget the context from this one. Could be for the better. Nobody's confirmed that X does Y, so we're forced to assume it does. I mean... To be fair, I think I've heard that repeatedly from different sources. So... It could have been thought of by multiple people at once, I guess. Some sort of magma rock. I'm guessing we're supposed to go to that head over there. Okay, I was expecting a bit of a trek. Firing. Regarding the bear, there was a news story where a bear forced its way into a parked minivan, ripped the seats out, and you guessed kicked the gear shift just so and reversed it down the driveway. That'll do it, I guess. Okay, what lies within? Wow, you'd have thought it. Inside magma rock is in fact magma rock. More lesser demons. Okay, everything's been filled with lava. Can I switch it back off? Dodging? Is that even allowed? Cinematic. Okay, there's lava all over the place. That makes more sense. I guess I'm meant to drain the lava and do something to change it. Yep. So now I can shove this pillar up here, and when the lava's full, well, okay, whether the lava's full or not, I can hop across. Now there's also regarding a small war where some colonists kept putting up a flag and indigenous folks in the area kept cutting it down. We like to imagine this all taking place over the course of a lunch hour. Oh yeah, I actually know the exact one you mean. It was in the Horrible Histories book on the British Empire. Which is a very good read just because, you know, it's the entire series has a gimmick of being unrelentingly harsh about history itself. So it's pretty much the best way for a British kid in the 90s to learn about the British Empire without it being sugar-coated. Get down there. Bloody hell. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Okay. Okay, so we can dump lava in this area. I need lava for that. Oh, come on. Okay, move that into place. Oh, hey, Jin. Jeez. Call forth wandering souls to attack. So, I guess the spellcaster with incredible power caught us by surprise and just tried to bop us with his stick. You know, as one does, but still. Guess we're gonna ride this for a bit. No, let's not really. To not really paraphrase Zycon, sometimes power is magic, sometimes power is strength. This is true. I believe in the exact context it was an advantage on perception checks. Or like a boost to wisdom perception. I forget the exact ones. But basically it's because he was trying to grab an invisible spellcaster. You all know the context of that scene. If you don't, The Order of the Stick is a classic D&D webcomic. It's not quite finished yet, but it's a very long runner. It's in its final arc, and there's like over 1,000 strips, all available online for free. With the disclaimer, it's based on 3.5 edition and didn't update itself. You mostly remember him talking about having the strength to strangle his foes by hand if need be. Oh yeah, that's true. There we go, nailed it. Ouch. No way to get past that. between. Yeah, I could just do that. That makes far more sense. Just make that bit a bit more pointless, though. Oh yeah, for those who haven't noticed, by the way, my current cosplay goal is basically to get me to cosplay a cat girl for a month. Okay, this just brings me back around here, so I can do this. Now I can walk. So I guess that's something. Oh yeah, now I can walk all the way around here. lava yet. Let's just have a look around. Okay, we don't want lava quite yet. I just need to find a way down. That's a shortcut. Let's dispense some lava. Icky, bloomin' heck, what a poor lava. Hey. Okay, well, let's get rid of all this lava then, see what happens. Press the wrong button there. I think that'll create a shortcut. Or an alternative path at any rate. Oh yeah, there was something up here, wasn't there? Golem core. Forgeable. Nice, nice. Level up. I appreciate that everyone's leveling up. Ooh, shortcut unlocked. Okay, we're closer, but not quite there. If Griffin say wise, wise Griffin dead. Another salamander tail. Time to go back and add more lava, I guess. Wrong button. Must be out now in 47 minutes. Amazing. Right. I'm being tormented by a fly. Okay, yes, another shortcut unlocked. Okay, we're finally here. Down to the next level. Oh hey, and we're here again. Right at the start. This means we must be nearly done. Rocks. They fell, but nobody died. Brioche, check the tablet. There's something etched onto it. Wielder of flame strength, lay your hands on the stone. If thou art worthy, I will grant thee the power to blaze with fire. Flame strength? Hey, that must mean it's finally my turn. Djini, receive the fire, silently blaze. Exciting stuff. Oh, manipulate flames. Okay, that makes more sense. There's something burning like an ember within the stone. Do you want to retrieve it? Brioche got a magma ball. A glowing red ball of volcanic rock. Well, I'm sure that'll be important for something. It's amazing how convenient travel becomes when you've got a flying ship. As the old saying goes. Okay, I think I've got basically all the traversal abilities now, so let's have another look around. Oh yeah, I've got access to the lift now. Okay, let's do this puzzle again. What am I missing? That seemed pointless. Well, guess we'll go do some forging then. wrong way entirely. Let's go to some excess gear. Oh yeah, can I use force on that? I think that's the trees that you can use force on. There we go. Masamune. it's not a JRPG until you've got you pick up a weapon called Masamune, I guess. I'll just do a few of these and then I'll probably leave it there because I'm incredibly sleepy. Stealth armor. Cursed armor, weak against earth. Yeah, that's not as good. Let's try that again. Why do I have a feeling this anything made from dark matter actually ends up being cursed? Terror shield. Yep, I can give that to Garrett. Nihilist. Dark only means evil in about 80% of fantasy. True. But on this occasion, it did mean they were cursed. Like, I think its description said it was something like it being twisted. Then again, it's twisted metal, maybe it just means it's used in a car. Wait. The type of twisted metal means metal that's been deformed in a crash. It all makes sense now. Why's it taken me like 15 years to work that one out? Big Bang gloves. Raises firepower. no less twisted. That means basically nothing unless you've watched or played a specific game in the Nightmare series. The only thing I know that of that's called Nightmare is the game show. Oh wait, like Nightmare Creatures on the PlayStation? I have forgotten how to use a door. Excalibur. The VHS game, you thought it was called Nightmare in the UK. Maybe it was Atmosphere in the UK, you forget which way around it was. Well, Nightmare was a game show, basically where there was a team of 4. One of the players was put on the Helmet of Justice, which was basically a blindfold, and walked around a green screen area, and the rest of the players basically saw them interacting with actors and stuff. It was quite infamously difficult. Longsword unleashes legend. Yeah, we watched some of that in there. What's left? Is it just the Salamander Town? Okay, so we got 2 of these. Let's see what we get. Burning sword. Don't know what else I'd expected. Unleashes blaze rush. Okay, so it's better than Phaeton's blade. Anyone else want that? Cool. No, the game series you're thinking of is the board game with the VHS and yes, my gatekeeper, and the gatekeeper is just a guy in a dark robe that insults and messes with the players for an hour or so. Quite impressive when he's literally just pre-recorded VHS. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering. suppose VHS style board games have made a comeback with like apps and stuff, which are just more functional. Noticed by all accounts miserable to play, but fun to record or stream. Ooh. Apollo's axe. Don't know if Apollo was known for using axes, but unleashes flare burst. The series did get an app version at some point. Okay, that's neat. Wonder what the magma ball does. You think, Nernest, you think the Oxboxtra played the app version one Halloween, and on the channel you watched, Loading Ready Run, went through the entire series and made a YouTube poop style video mashing up the entire series and played that? Interesting. Okay, do we have anything else? I forget, did we get everything from Treasure Island? Oh yeah. There has to be something else going on with the Contigo ruins. Oh yeah, let's look up some gin. Oh. Okay, you've gone through there. Okay, so I need to go back to the Godwin settlement. Okay, that's way faster. The first Nightmare game has a bit where the gatekeeper challenges one of the players to a staring contest. It lasts for ages. It's brutal. Okay, that is a very mean thing to do with a VHS game. Oh, we're being raided. Hey Hanan, thanks for the raid. I think I saw you were streaming some Helldivers earlier. How'd that go? How's everyone doing? Oh, okay, you're playing RimWorld. Yeah, I'm good. Just testing out my new camera. Kind of exhausted from work, so I'm not cosplaying today. And today I'm playing on Sun the Lost Age. It was good, thanks. You played Helldivers with Ventus and Rose, then played some RimWorld to chill. Heck yeah. Yeah. It broke on Wednesday, but Icky very kindly finished up the funding I had for buying a new one in the first place. So that's great. It looks like good quality so far. That's good. Yep, Icky is good people. Okay. I suppose before I finish go to the end game, I need to find all the Djinn. And that's probably some sort of secret dungeon. Oh yeah, I've unlocked the flying ship and basically I'm at the end game and now my ship can fly. You know, just normal things. Oh yeah, that was part of a quest I did earlier where I gave the doggo milk. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else around here. Maybe I should go visit the Shaman village and the Hesperia settlement again. You gotta figure out some foods, BRB. Ah, fair enough. I'm pretty tired, so I'm probably not gonna go much further than the 3-hour mark anyway today. Okay, that's very cool. There, I've been busy. Yeah. Work was kind of a write-off. Did I find everything that was here? Yeah, there was just a Djinn here. I already got it. I think there might have been something I could use lift on in the Shaman village. I found bread. Okay, these guys from the last game. We've been looking for your bread. Who are you guys? My name's Satraj. You took me out in the last round of Colosseum. And I'm Azat. And don't forget, Navampa. Oh, it's you guys. Is that the way to say hello to some old friends? What's your problem? I want to talk to you about your fighting style at Colosso. Yeah, and we think you shouldn't have won, Bread. We think you didn't fight fair. It sounds like you resent the fact that Bread beat you. To be fair, we did kind of cheat. At the behest of the, like, literally the guy who owns the entire settlement. So, yeah, to be fair, they, maybe they have a point. Nellis, I found bread. Tell me you didn't teleport it. Is that time again? Let's see how this looks in the new webcam. I went back to the old tea configuration just so I can get a nice deep pour. We've just been thinking about it, and there's no way Bread should have won. Right, so you think I cheated just because I used my synergy abilities in Colosso? I don't know how you did it. I'm just saying I think you cheated is all. Oh, but synergy's a warrior skill. Every bit is your sword art. It isn't cheating. You're not listening, are you, old man? The fight was fixed and we're here to pay you back. Oh yeah, we also did cheat, so... Anyway, we're gonna kick their asses. Let's just turn this guy to stone. Exactly, Nellis. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. Let's summon Ulysses. These guys were phenomenal. Wish you didn't think that you won to Colossus fair and square. It wasn't me. I think both you and the vampire were saying something like that. So you don't still think our victory of Colossus was fixed, do you? No way, Brad. We've seen the error of our ways. I promise we won't badmouth you or call you a fraud ever again. Will you forgive us? Okay. You're not such a bad kid after all. You came out here looking for treasure, didn't you? Here, this was in the chest we found. You were nice enough to forgive us, so we think you should have it. Right, well, I guess we'll be leaving now. By the time the next Colossus rolls around, we ought to be strong enough to win for sure. Maybe we'll see you there. What we got here then? A golden shirt. Raises HP and defense. And it can be equipped by everyone. I'll give it to... Yeah, I'll give it to Sheba, squishy as she is. Anyway, now I can use lift. There we go. Oh, you better run. Okay, we need to lift the rest of them then, to trap it. So if I lift this one, I have no way of getting to it. Oops. Oh, I see now. Hey, nowhere to run this time. His name's Eddie. Speed up Djinn recovery time. Okay, that's pretty useful. Oh yeah, let's get that treasure chest. Hard nut. Notice you better head out. Okay, thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a good evening, or whatever it is in your time zone. Who needs the defense boost? Yeah. Yeah, this isn't so bad without the time limit. Well, I'm trapped here forever. Okay, there's random encounters now. Hello? Nightmare? That's kind of a lurk. Okay, there's a Djinn. A mole mage? Wait, how sentient are these moles exactly? Okay, let's work this out. Wait a minute. Can I parch these? Ah. Savey save and fight. Okay, we can't have that. Okay, we're at the 3 hour mark, so I'll just get this gin and then I'll call it there. There we go. And level up. Okay, gasp. Call the Grim Reaper on your foes. Heck yeah. Okay, I guess there's 8 for everyone. So that means 2 more Venus and 1 more of the rest. Anyway, that's where I'll call it. Hopefully Wednesday I'll be a bit more rested. Sorry, today's been a bit of a sleepy one. So yeah, Wednesday I'll be back with more Golden Sun The Lost Age. Thursday it's Lancer on Keith's channel. I think it's the group I'm not in, but I'll probably be in chat. That's wrong screen. Yep, there we go. That's Cam Delta, Keith's Lancer campaign, in which we play as mech pilots who are trying to free a star system from a renegade group of fascists. And also there's some weird ultra stuff going on because it's Lancer and mechs have spells. Let's see. Noah's streaming Ghost of Tsushima. Neo gets streaming Slime Rancher. Let's give Neo a raid then. Actually, I don't think we've raided Noah for a while. I think we've raided Noah most recently. Let's raid Neo. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you Wednesday. Don't forget, I've got the funding goal. If I reach it, I'll dress as a cat girl for a month, and hopefully I won't regret that. And yeah, hopefully you've all had a good start to the week. If not, I hope it improves. And we are raiding in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And if you're watching YouTube, like, comment and subscribe. You're still my favourites.